How we doing, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another match reaction a day after the game between Club Brugge and Arsenal in the Champions League. It was a fantastic performance. It was a very good win and a professional win at that for me. I felt like that was a very good, I would say it's a very good professional win for Arsenal, because the fact that we had so many injuries, we had the opportunity to rest players. To me, I feel like Saliba is actually almost fit, but Arteta is just trying to keep him away from games like this and just make him recover fully 100%. And I think if that's actually the case, it's a good one from Arteta, because to me, I don't even really want to see Saliba back against Wolves. I want to see him back the week after our next game. And for me, I feel like that was a very good game. 6 wins out of 6. I think 5 clean sheets and only 1 goal conceded in the Champions League so far. That's a remarkable that's a very good statistics for Arsenal. And Gabriel Martinelli scoring 5 in 5 games in the Champions League so far. That's also actually very good statistics for Arsenal if you think about it. And overall it was a very good game. We had opportunity to see Gabriel Jesus come into the game and show some glimpse of how good he is and how good he was in his early stage of Arsenal. Not playing a game of football for nearly a year. It's not an easy one to go through actually, but I think he went down injured against Man United in the FA Cup. Where we lost on penalties, and I think he's had his 2 ACLs surgery done now, which is actually not good, but it was actually refreshing to see him back. His touches, he had some very good link-up plays. He was quite different from what what he gave actually was different from Gyökeres. To be honest, when he came, he made Victor Gyökeres look bad at Arsenal. But to me, I feel like they're just 2 different players. In one of my videos, I said Victor Gyökeres, Jesus is that kind of player that actually suits what Arteta is actually trying to do. If we can have that type of striker like Gabriel Jesus, that can do what Gabriel Jesus does and add end product to it, because one of the major criticism of Gabriel Jesus is his finishing. He doesn't have a very good finish in him. He doesn't you can give Gabriel Jesus 5 chances, there's a huge chance that he will lose 5. He will lose 4 and score 1, or maybe hit his crossbar at the end of the day. So, but for me, that was a very good performance from him. It was a good cameo, good 25 minutes to see him get some minutes on his legs. And actually, to be honest, he's very important in the running, because we need him very well when it gets tough, because we need a player like Gabriel Jesus. When you have an option of player like a Gabriel Jesus in the team, it's refreshing to have. We still got Kai Havertz coming back, and it was also good to see a 16-year-old guy, Mali Salmon, come in. I think it was very it was good to see the young lads having opportunity, giving them hope that okay, there's an opportunity here. If I just keep my head straight, I work very hard, listen to the manager's instruction, you have an opportunity in this team. There's a pathway for every young player that plays for Arsenal in this team. That's what is actually proved. We got the likes of Bukayo Saka, who's come through the ranks, Emile Smith Rowe, what's it called, Ethan Nwaneri, Miles Lewis Kelly, Max Dowman as well, who's got injured. Unfortunately for him, he got injured, I think, in one of the training games behind closed door games that they had. I think he'll be out for almost 2 months, according to what I heard. So that was that. Actually, for me, I felt like that game was very good. And one player I need to talk about, which I've actually not talked about since the beginning of this video, is Noni Madueke. That goal from Noni Madueke is one hell of a goal, because that strike from him, the beauty of that goal for me was how he stood his man. First of all, he does this thing whereby he stands his defender, then changes the pace. He changes the way he changes his pace. when he's attacking his defender is different. Like, the only thing I just need from Noni Madueke is just for him to improve his end product. His end product has to be better. He needs to improve his end product because he's a very, very good player. He's a very good player. He knows if Noni Madueke catches any defender 1v1 10 times, I can guarantee you he will beat that defender 9 out of 10. He will beat that defender 9 out of 10 times. He's a very good striker, but he's a very good attacker. But the only thing he needs to work on is end product. If he can work on his end product, his finishing, his output, he's gonna be one of the best strikers in England. To be honest, he's gonna be one of the best strikers in England. If he can actually add that to his game, that part is what is actually lacking from him. And there was also opportunity for us to have Bukayo Saka rested. Like, he didn't need to start the game when he came on. He just came on for fitness. We had Eberechi Eze as well, and Gabriel Martinelli as well. The goal he scored in the first half, I don't think he did too well. He wasn't too good in the first half. I think the ball was actually getting in between his leg. He couldn't sort his feet out in the first half. When in the second half, I don't know what the manager told him in the second half. He came out flying. He was just beating that defender. Every opportunity he had. it was very, very refreshing to see how good it was. And that goal he scored, there's been a debate online between his goal and Noni Madueke, which is better. For me, I don't care about which is better. The good thing is we have both of them on the score sheet, and I hope the goals they are actually the goals from both of them. I hope it gives them the confidence to be able to replicate that in the Premier League, because we need more of that in the Premier League as well. I know people will say this stage of the Champions League, it doesn't really matter what you do. What matters when you get to the knockout stage, but you have to build a platform for you to get into that stage and have that confidence. When you keep doing that, replicating that week in, week out, before you know, when you get to that stage, you'll be able to, like, it will be easy for you to do it. And Victor Gyökeres, for me, Victor Gyökeres was one of the to me, he was one of the worst players on the pitch. But for me, I feel like I can see the effort from Victor Gyökeres. I can see the movement. But the problem is we're not feeding him enough, because he's a different profile from Gabriel Jesus. If you notice, Gabriel Jesus will drop into the midfield, pick up the ball, have the feel of the ball, and he's got a lovely, like, Gabriel Jesus is a bit techy. He knows that he's more of like a natural footballer who knows how to play the ball. He's not just a goal scorer. He knows how to play the ball. He knows how to dribble. He knows how to move the ball. He knows how to hold the ball, and he's very good. So I just feel like what they need to do is that Arteta needs to try as much as possible to build a system whereby the team will be able to supply him with a lot of passes. There were times where I saw some runs where he was making some very brilliant runs, but those passes weren't coming. Mikel Arteta needs to just try as much as possible to create a system where Victor Gyökeres can be able to be more efficient, more effective in the game. Because, like, I think one problem we have is that if you notice, when the midfielder has the ball, they tend to go wide rather than look central. And the safest option for them always to look for the wingers. And most times it's difficult for a striker to be able to survive in that kind of environment whereby you're always looking for the wingers. And there's no opportunity for the striker to be able to have opportunity to have a go at the defenders. No straight pass from. I didn't see any true pass, any true ball from Martin Odegaard. I've said it before. That is the reason why he's going to suffer, because every time we have the ball, we're always looking to go wide every time, every second, every minute, and it's going to be difficult for him to be able to survive. I think with time, I think the only thing I'm actually thinking, because I saw someone online saying that Mikel Arteta might need to go into a 4-4-2 formation for Gyökeres to be able to survive. And I thought of it as well. It was actually a very good idea, because if you have a striker like Victor Gyökeres and a Gabriel Jesus as the first 9, as the second striker, playing alongside Victor Gyökeres, it will be easy for them to be able to go central. But when they have a 4-4-3 formation, it's easy for us not to always look for the width, play with the width. Yeah. So to me, that was the highlight of the game. I feel like that was a very good performance. David Raya, he was solid, so many saves. He made so many saves in that game. The defense, Christian Norgard, I felt like they were a bit shaky at some point, but Norgard was very good. I think as an individual, I think we defended very well as an individual, but as a team, I don't think we defended well 100% like we used to do. Maybe because we didn't have Declan Rice in that team, and it was good to see Pierre-Nkapie again, like performing at his best, because to me, I feel like he's very good. He's a very, very good defender. That mistake he made against Aston Villa, it's something that happens. To me, I feel like if our attack had bailed us out in that game, we won't be having any issue with our defense, because the defense actually did their job to a large extent, but they couldn't finish it off, because what do you expect? The relationship is not there. These are guys that are actually playing together for the first time. Most times, last week we had Timber and Pierre-Nkapie. Now he's having Pierre-Nkapie and Norgard. Do you understand that relationship is not there? There's no relationship there. And Miles Lewis-Kelly was also good in that game too. He did very well what he needed to do. He was very solid. And Ben White, very, very good performance by Ben White. I love what I saw from Ben White. He was good as well. He was very, very good. He was very, very good in that game. And Zubimendi and Mikel Merino, very standard performance. They were very good, but in the first half they were all over the place for me. I felt like they were all over the place. They were being overrun in the midfield. Martin Odegaard, he just normal what he does, keeping it ticking. But one criticism I have Martin Odegaard is he needs to start looking out for your correct. He needs to start trying to understand his runs. Although I think that will come with time actually when they start building relationships together. And with the front three, they did very well for me, and it was good to see Gabriel Jesus. For me, my man of the match for the game was Noni Madueke. That strike from Noni Madueke needs to be applauded. Like, so many people didn't want him at the club. Many people did. To be honest, when I first heard the news about Noni Madueke, I won't come back now and start acting like a saint. I never liked it, but as soon as he stepped into that, door as an Arsenal player, what you have to do, you have to back a player, you have to back him 100%, and I feel like he's actually he's actually giving back to the team, what like giving he's actually been very, very good. Like, he has actually done well, and I hope he does more. And one thing I just need him to do is to improve in his finishing. That's the game between us, Club Brugge. That's my match preview for the game between Arsenal and Club Brugge in the Champions League, which ended in a 3-0 victory for Arsenal. If you like or disagree with what I've said in this video, don't forget to like, share. Don't forget to drop your comments in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you later.